Hello, my witchlets, and welcome to another episode of Kitchen Witchery and Other Spells, where we're doing more of the other spells things. So for the past couple weeks, we were talking about self-care and how to manage symptoms and things like that. And I think I kind of want to continue on in that vein because there are a lot of different things that you can do that don't involve medication. And just in case you guys missed my update last week when I did the bath fizzers video, or shower fizzers video, I have actually scheduled an appointment to speak with a psychiatrist, and that appointment is happening on Monday. So here's hoping. So anyway, so I am just gonna be frank and say that the shower things that I made, they didn't turn out right because I didn't use enough water. So if you're gonna do it the way I did, you're gonna actually probably need more water than what the recipe calls for. I don't know why. Maybe it's because my water is hard and I don't know. There's extra minerals in it. I have no idea. Anyway, that's just a side note. It was something that happened after the fact, and just it was easier to update in this video than it was to update in the last video. So anyway, there are definitely many things that you can do for self-care that don't require you to spend money or anything. This is Nebula. So last week I got to, or 2 weeks ago I was cuddling with Nova. This week apparently it's Nebula. Okay. He doesn't want to be on camera. So kittens, yay. But anyway, so there are other things that you can do, and do remember too that sometimes the symptoms that you are experiencing are actually side effects from medications that you may or may not be on. I know that last night I came home and I took a muscle relaxer because I was starting to get spasms, and I fell asleep okay, but then I had weird dreams and woke up several times with an anxiety attack over things that I don't even normally stress about. So I don't know if that's necessarily a symptom, a side effect, I should say, of cyclobenzaprine. I haven't had a chance to look it up yet. I've been busy, but that is something to keep in mind. So one of the best things to do is when you feel yourself starting to have the racing thoughts, starting to have the increased heart rate, you know, the symptoms, those are basic symptoms of anxiety. When you're starting to feel that way, the best thing to do is to stop whatever it is you're doing, see if you can stop your thought process and focus on your breathing. Take in, there's a meditation that I like to do in the mornings that I think it's called a 4-7-8 breathing technique, where you breathe in for a count of 4, hold for a count of 7, exhale for a count of 8, repeat. And do it, I'd say at least 3 times, probably ideally is 5 times. And that just gets you, and just focus on your breath, focus on your counting. And that will at least help interrupt that crazy rapid fire cycle. I don't know if anybody else has rapid fire anxiety. I do, but I think that's also because I'm ADHD. But anyway, I don't actually know how all of it interplays together. Will you please? He's clawing my leg, sorry. I don't know how all of it interplays together. I don't know. And everybody's symptoms are different of the various mental health, the mental illnesses and such. So some symptoms overlap for different neurodivergencies. Like, for example, there's a lot of crossover between autism and ADHD, but there's also a lot of crossover between anxiety and PTSD and things like that. So it's just like, there's so much crossover, it's really difficult to just kind of nail down which is giving you the symptom. And it's also kind of difficult to determine if the symptom is a result of that mental illness or if it's a side effect from a medication that you're taking. So the best thing to do is, if you are on medication and taking it as prescribed, write down all of your symptoms. Take those in the next time you go to see your prescribing physician and say, look, these are the symptoms and these ones are new. Star the ones that are new. These ones are new. These ones happen infrequently. I haven't had these for a while, or whatever. And that way they can help you find the appropriate treatment process. And I know, as a person with ADHD, it is extremely difficult to try to remember to write everything down. I know I have to write some stuff down from last night. So I don't necessarily have all the times in mind because I wasn't, like, you know, watching my watch or anything like that. It was just like, huh, my back is starting to spasm. I should probably do something about that. So, you know, and it's incredibly important to just pay attention to your body and listen to your body. And also remember that it is okay to take a mental health day. It is okay to take 2 mental health days. It's okay to take 5 mental health days. But just make sure that you are also taking care of the things that you need to take care of. Take a shower, make sure you're hydrating, take a bath, you know. If you can't take a shower, at least wash your face. If you can't wash your face, well, at least do a horse bath, you know. And if you don't know what a horse bath is, that's pits and privates, basically. So, you know, just take care of yourself, because nobody else is going to be honest. So you need to take care of yourself. If you can't brush your teeth for 2 minutes, brush them for 30 seconds. If you can't bring yourself to brush your teeth, then grab some mouthwash and use some mouthwash. Something is better than nothing. Half-ass things. Half-ass is better than nothing at all. You know, quarter-ass it if you need to, whatever. Just stop. Just do something. Be constantly moving forward. I know what it's like to be lying in bed for days at a time, unable to move, unable to think, unable to get out of bed. But somewhere deep inside, you have to find that will. I mean, you have to pee at some point, right? So get up and go to the bathroom. And while you're there, toss some Listerine in your mouth or whatever your choice of mouthwash is, and just rinse your mouth out quickly. Drink some water. Always drink water. Water is so, so important to your body's functions. If you try to at least drink 32 ounces of water a day, you can start to increase that to get up to where you need to be for hydration levels, just so your body can function optimally. But especially if you're having mental health issues, remember your brain is like 80% water, I think it is. So if you aren't drinking enough water, it's not going to be functioning properly. And that's where some of the dysfunction comes in. I know that when I'm dehydrated, like this morning, my brain is all over the place. It's scattered. I can't focus on anything. I think you've probably noticed in this video that I've been on like 5 topics in the span of like 30 seconds. So it's like, if you are conscious and aware of your hydration levels, of your food satiety levels, because sometimes when you get hungry, that throws off your brain chemicals too. And eating a Snickers isn't necessarily the best thing, but it's something. And that's really what we're going for. We're going for doing something. So what I want you to do this week is I want you to think about where your dysfunction is when it comes to your mental health. Like whatever your condition is, I don't need to know it. I'm just using my own personal experience because that's what I have available to me. And whatever your personal experience is, just think about how you feel when you're in the moment. Like if you're having an anxiety attack or a panic attack. Like if I'm having a panic attack, I need somebody else there because that's just gonna spiral and I'll be hyperventilating and things are gonna be really, really bad. But if I'm by myself and I'm having an anxiety attack that will lead to a panic attack, I can control that. I can stop that process. And it just takes some mindfulness and some really getting in there and checking the thoughts that are going. It's not easy and it doesn't happen overnight. It's taken me at least 4 years to get to this point. Actually, it's been longer than 4 years. It's been about 6, I think. I don't even remember when I started with my current therapist, but we've been together for a very long time and it's taken me a very long time to get to the point where I can recognize the racing thoughts, where I can recognize and I can start taking steps to keep things from happening. It just happens that wow, let me try that sentence again. It just happens that currently I am very overwhelmed with life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And that isn't just me being silly, that's me being genuine. I am doing videos like this every week, at least trying to, whether they're talks like this, whether they're cooking. You know, I'm doing these kinds of videos every week. I am still working on my dissertation, trying to get graduated, because that's a thing. And I'm also trying to develop my own burlesque career because that is something that I enjoy and it's a great creative outlet and very empowering to me. So I've got all of that going on, but then I also have other responsibilities outside of those things that I also need to handle. Like, I do have cats. I do need to take care of their cat litter. I have obviously a kitchen. It needs to be cleaned. The living room is atrocious right now. You know, it's like I have all of these other things I need to do, and I have to constantly manage my spoons and figure out where to divert my energy. So meditation is supremely important to me. In fact, I'm just going to go over what I do for my morning routine, and I will tell you what it's based on, where I got it, all of that stuff. So my morning routine is about an hour long and consists of meditation, visualizations, affirmations, tarot reading, journaling, planning. I think that's it. Oh, and language work, because I want to learn some languages. So I do those 7 things in about an hour. And this is based on a guy's work who I don't remember, but I got it from a fellow witch named Maggie Hellman, I believe her name is. And it was just called the Magic Morning Routine. It was, you know, meant to be about an hour long. That one consisted of journaling, exercising, meditation, positive affirmations, visualizations, and I think that's, and reading. Those 6 things. So when I first started doing it, that was great. I was getting up early and I was walking and with cameraman Ken and everything, and we had a great time. And then the pandemic happened and we weren't going out of our house for things. You know, we kind of really took to heart that lockdown thing. So I fell out of the practice of the first thing in the morning exercise. But then as things started to open up a little bit, like it was okay to go out for walks as long as you were wearing a mask and, you know, blah, blah, blah. We started going for evening walks because it was too hot in the mornings and afternoons for me to go. And I don't even remember when we fell out of practice at that. I think when we both got sick with COVID is about when that happened, which would have been basically the very, very, very tail end of 2020 and the very beginning of 2021. So, and it was a while till I was actually well enough to do more physical activity. So, we haven't really, and we've been inconsistent in the walking, but, I got a planner from a company called Freedom Mastery, and it is the best planner I have ever used in my life. And even cameraman Ken will tell you that I will buy planners and I will buy pens and I will never use them. I'll use them for like a week and then I'm done. But this I actually use every day, and I plan out my day. I have a daily planner because I need to keep my life on track. So I have a daily planner. It also has monthly calendars in it, and then there's like weekly reflections and vision boards and all that stuff. I guess I could probably show it to you. It's right here. This is my planner. Before I open it, let me take out all the stickers, because it comes with stickers. It's part of the reason I got it. So in the front here, I'm going to try to not drop everything out of it. Those pages aren't the important ones. You've got pages that tell you like how to use the planner and everything, and then you've got space to start writing things. Like this page here, what is this? This is awareness and self-discovery things. So these are just like things, you know, helping you set up like what your vision is going to be. These are like life goals, 50 life goals if money and time were no object. Just different, you know, this is like what you really want to do like just this year. And it just kind of goes through all of that. You know, these are other goals and everything for the different aspects of life. And here is where I've started working on my 90-day vision board, because this is a 90-day planner. So that is some stuff that is in here. Some other things that are in here are, you know, establishing your routines, your morning and evening routines and such. Designing your next 90 days, seeing where you are on your harmonies here. from the last 90 days. And, you know, I have my month here for February planned out. Obviously, I have written in things that I'm doing. This is my, my feel-good intention for February is I am financially abundant, because that is one of the big things for my year. And then, you know, I have other goals written down here for what I want to do with like kitchen witchery and my consulting business, which is called Improved Initiative Consulting, and my burlesque, which is Lavinia Vale Burlesque. So I get to sit down every month and I get to write down my goals for the month and what the one big thing is that I want to accomplish that month, and write down what I'm going to reward myself with if I accomplish it. So that's been fun. Oh, I thought I grabbed all these. Guess not. And then there are, like I said, the weekly reflection pages where you can write down the top 5 achievements of your week, the things that you learned, how you could be in more harmony, etc., etc. And then we move on to our daily plans. So this one is probably not as good because I was out late last night for a gig. But let me see. No, okay, we'll do this one. This was yesterday's. So I have everything here that I was planning on getting done. This is when I had to leave to get to the venue for the show. These are like my goals for the day, the things that I can delegate, my top priorities, all of that stuff is here. The things that I want to do to make myself feel good and feel happy, the things that I'm grateful for and excited about, my reward if I accomplish my one main goal. And then this is my schedule for the day. I never start this early, and I usually go much later than what's on here. But that's okay. Then over here, this is the reflection on my day. It's the things that my 2 victories of the day, everything I learned, well, 2 things that I learned. I get to say what I did that showed my self-love, and what I did to give to other people and love other people, what I appreciated about the day, and how I'm going to improve the next day. This over here is for emotions and things like that. I don't work well with this section, so this section is typically always blank for me unless it's something that I deem is super important, then I will write it down. But I don't pay attention to the time I feel things or even necessarily what triggers them. It's usually way after the fact, and then it's just like, oh, well, which day was that? I don't remember. So that's my planner. I know you came here for that exciting content, but they come in a whole bunch of different kinds. There's weeklies, there's monthlies, there's yearlies, there's dailies. You know, just if that's something that works for you, definitely consider it. And I think that is truly what has been helping me get things accomplished and take myself from being completely overwhelmed with executive dysfunction and anxiety to actually being productive. I am on a 4-day streak of getting all of my goals accomplished on a daily basis. So the weekends are a little iffy because like things happen, things come up, and you know, I'm able to roll with that. But I think it's a 4-day streak this week that I've accomplished everything that I've set out to do and more. So it's really a good way to keep track of your victories. And even if it's just, I got out of bed today, that is still a win, especially if you've been down for whatever reason. So, you know, that's your assignment this week, is to stop and consider the things that you've done without comparing them to anybody else. Just the things that you have accomplished. What have you accomplished this week? You've watched this video. You've gotten out of bed because you had to go to the bathroom at some point. You know, maybe you used mouthwash. That's an accomplishment. Even little things can go down as your victory, because some days, let me tell you, getting out of bed is a feat. So don't sell yourself short. Keep track of things. And definitely, Insight Timer is the app that I use for meditation. They have a plethora of meditations available in all different lengths, and I highly recommend it. It's a free app, and it's been so very helpful to me over the last, let's see, I started doing all of this in November. So since November, that app has been of the utmost importance to my life. So I'm gonna stop rambling now. It's about 20 minutes, and I've said hopefully something that rings true to you, hopefully something that you can take away and, you know, use in your own life. And, you know, let me know in the comments. I hope you liked this video. If you did, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. Either way, let me know what you liked and what you didn't like, what you would like for me to do on this channel, whether it's talk to you like this, whether it's more cooking, whether it's, you know, more crafts, more rituals, whatever. Let me know in the comments. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and ring the notification bell so you get notified when my videos come out. And we'll see you next time.